Are you a 9 to 5 employee who's newly transitioning into entrepreneurship, but you're finding it hard to find customers? And you're looking all over the place for the answer to solve your problem? Well, look no further. You've come to the right video. Listen, I understand that it can feel exhausting when you've done the proper research, you've invested the proper dollars into finding a solution that actually works in the marketplace based on the data, but yet you're still not having any luck with finding customers. Well, I'm here to tell you that's your biggest problem. I'm going to give you 3 steps in this video, 3 tips that is absolutely going to change the game for you if you follow them, especially in this order. Let's dive right in. Step number 1. What you need to do is become more reliable. What do I mean when I say become more reliable? I mean consistent, right? You need to become consistent when it comes to sharing the information in terms of the solution that you have. And there are many ways to do this. One of the most popular and effective ways is social media posting. Now, I know you might not like the idea of social media because a lot of the mindless garbage that's on it, unfortunately. But it is a great resource for people that may be looking for information that is helpful to you. And one way that you could become more reliable is by consistently showing up at a regularly scheduled time, sharing your content, your thoughts that's in alignment with the market in a way that adds value to them and is actually related to your product or service. So do your best to become more reliable. And I know it may not be easy. The algorithm may seem a little tricky, but guess what? Each platform lets you know about the new updates to the algorithm and it actually gives you best practices. So you literally can actually learn it. You can even ask like AI, whether it's Chat GPT or Claude or whatever it is, best practices, and you simply put those things into practice and you will actually get results. Now, it does take time. It doesn't happen overnight, but you absolutely can yield those results. Besides, success also leaves clues, so you can follow popular platforms that are in alignment with what your audience is potentially looking for. Okay, jumping right into step number 2. What you need to do is become more believable. Now, you may just be starting off as an entrepreneur and, transitioning from your 9 to 5 position, whether it be white collar or blue collar, it doesn't matter. The journey is what matters, right? And even if you're fresh out of college and you're looking to dive into entrepreneurship, or even if you're not, right? You have some cash reserves, you have some disposable income, and you've already developed a product and it's already been proven to be a good fit for the market, but you just simply haven't proven it out yet. You have to give yourself time and to prove it out, right? To develop a reputation for someone who is an authority. You have to absolutely become more believable. And the way that you do that is by demonstrating that your product or your service is an actual fit and solution. And by actually posting on social media, going out publicly in the marketplace, speaking to people and sharing free samples and getting people's feedback is a great way for you to do that. This is how you can get reviews and case studies and things. And yes, it might actually cost upfront, but on the back end, you'll yield a bunch of profit. Trust me, because even though you're giving out a bunch of free samples and you're in exchange for honest reviews and case studies, you will yield profits on the back end because you'll be building that authority. And sometimes that takes time. So if you're launching a product or service, right, fresh out of like being a full-time employee, give it time. Do not quit your day job, right? Live below your means because your job is your first business partner. And if you don't have perfect credit, say, right, and you don't have proof of concept in your business, so you can't get those business loans, but you still can leverage the money, your disposable income, your cash reserves, right? After expenses, you can leverage that to invest in your business, to buy the samples, to give out for free, to gain the reviews, to gain the feedback. Demonstration is always a powerful way to gain authority, right? So I want you to become more believable. Now, this last step is one of the most important steps that you can do. I always say this, right? If you go back and look at all of my previous videos, it's always important to do the last one, or the others may become weak and ineffective, right? So it's an entire system. That's why I break it down in these simple 3 or 7 steps, right? Okay, so step number 3 is become more findable, right? As we spoke in the thumbnail title and at the top of the video, you've been looking for customers and you just can't seem to find them, even though you have a proven product. But that's your problem. Instead of trying to find customers, make yourself more findable. Now, guess what? You've actually done this by doing the first steps, right? By posting on social media, right? You're actually putting yourself out there in a way, provided that you're using proper SEO, search engine optimization, in terms of your keywords, in terms of your titles and things in your posts. You will show up in search when people go to look for the solution that is relative to yours, right? Because you're being consistent, following step number 1, you're actually showing up a lot more often and you're easy to find. And step number 2, you've actually done the demonstration, so you have case studies and you have reviews. So now you really show up not only in a way that you're more findable, but you show up with authority, right? And I have to button it up with this last one. Paid advertising, guys. Paid advertising followed up with email and SMS marketing are game changers, right? Game changers, because when you use paid advertising on the front end, it gives you a power boost to all of your organic posts, right, and social media, and then it will allow you to follow up in a cost-effective way with email marketing, right? So this will change the game for you. But now, because you've put all 3 steps into place and you're using this system, you're creating so much more leverage, because instead of having to look for or find customers, now you're more findable. I hope this video was helpful to you guys. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell so you can get notified when we upload more videos like this, and leave a comment. Sharing your story about the struggles you may have had with gaining awareness for your product, and you felt like you couldn't find that perfect avatar, that perfect customer or client. But now, after seeing this, how this was helpful to you. I hope you guys have a wonderful week.